Yeah, Brittany, neighbors here lost power, some for a few hours, some are still waiting for their lights to come back on with some final fixes here. Crews have since sliced the tree behind me and it ripped up the sidewalk from the ground, and that's what those comments, the "oh my God" you heard just a few moments ago. But ultimately, I talked with the 12-year-old boy who lives in the house across the street. He woke up to the sounds this morning and said, hey, that was quite a way to get a head start in his day. In northeast Portland, you can see signs of the wind's wrath just about everywhere. Baby Jesus and the nativity scene has collapsed, but Will Ferrell's elf is standing strong. Small porch decorations are toppled over. So too is this massive fir tree. Leave it to 12-year-old Miles Ogden to describe.
So I woke up when I heard a giant boom, and I live right, like that's my room right there. So I look out my window and I just see it look like lightning, like 30 shocks.
He says he's glad his neighbors weren't home and power lines stopped it from falling into their house.
I feel grateful, but also kind of annoyed that the power's cut because this is the third or fourth time this has happened in 2 years.
This corner in the Irvington neighborhood is one of many spots around Portland in need of power crew attention, and we're just getting started.
Well, I'm kind of dreading tonight because the ice storm hasn't hit yet, and that's what really takes the power out around here. So I think I'm going to heat up the house and hope for the best.
John Ashworth lost power for a few hours this morning. He thinks it may go out again, but hopes it's back on for Christmas Sunday.
Not a real good feeling. I think a bunch of people here are going to be pretty hard hit.
In southwest Portland, near Jesuit High School, Corey Knapp's front yard tree snapped for the second time today. It caused a power outage earlier.
Just as we were talking, as you were driving by, it all came down onto the street right here. So
Knapp's power was restored, but now he's worried the tangled mess will cause another outage. He's already the unenviable neighbor whose tree caused the first problems.
feeling pretty special right now, of course. I'm sure all the love around the neighborhood.
And while Miles Ogden hopes for power, warmth, and safety for his neighbors, he also has that magical mindset of a 12-year-old boy.
I'm hoping that it won't be like a full-on snowstorm, but another part of me wants it to be a snowstorm because our entire neighborhood loves sledding.
Now, there are many other situations and areas across this area where trees fell down and outages were caused today. We saw a few of those others driving around. PGE reports about 160 power outages currently and more than 8,000 customers without power. Pacific Power, a few hundred more people without power on top of that. And of course, we're waiting for the ice accumulation tonight, which might have an effect on everything. So more to watch for there. Brittany?